Hey y'all, welcome into Allie's Space to Craft, and today I'm working on another Christy's Beautiful Life Series 18 sketch. This is the Day 21 sketch by Beth Nielsen Cooper, and I'm doing a graduation theme. So I've die cut some graduation items, including a congratulations title out of black. I have a whole bunch of scraps, gold scraps and things. This gold goes a long way with just a little bit of it. And I have this celebratory strip. At first I was thinking that I would do two long strips of that across, but I end up rethinking it a little bit. But I'm happy with the way it comes out. So I think that off camera I will trim up these photos again, but I just wanted to get the basics done. I have this green Creative Memories paper, and I'm going to end up also creating a border for it, which it didn't have it on the sketch, but I just wanted a little bit more finished look with the black border as well. So here I have the title, a little mortarboard cap, and I'm trying to decide if I want the star gold or the plain gold, and I think I'm going to do the plain gold. I'm going to end up making that much thinner, actually, because it looked a little bit out of place being as wide as it was. So I cut one of those strips in half. And then I have the little, I have these little mortar boards. So this would look fine just like this, but I add a little more to it. And I decide that what if I just put 3 on each side, 3 little people on each side. And I also have some stars from this die, and we're going to sprinkle those around too. So it's a really pretty simple sketch, easy to do the layout. Now my photos are in a different orientation than on the sketch, but that doesn't really matter. It's pretty flexible. And here I'm still thinking about, do I want that brighter gold? And I think no. So I'm going to go off now and come back with the border at least cut and a basic plan. So here you can see that really finishes off that paper, since it's just a plain tone-on-tone, sort of sagey green. My daughter's school colors are green, so using this lighter green in the background really looks good with the dark green, both from the field and the grass green on the football field, and then the dark green of the robes. So I have cut that in half. I'm just going to place it. And to start with, I'm just going to overlap them. And then I'm going to figure out where I want that overlap, that I can hide it behind the letter, a word on congratulations, so that I won't see that seam. And I'm using this Tim Holtz zero center ruler to help me find the middle. I'm just making sure I've got the same amount of space on each side. I'm putting a little bit of adhesive. I will end up gluing this down, but I'm just adding a little bit here so that I can get the placement of everything. And this title is a little bit curved, as you can tell, so I'm going to end up curving the second part of it also. There we go. And I'm liking that look, and I'm just picking a spot to snip it. And then I'm also going to cut off the strip underneath so that there's less overlap. Now, I'm not trying to make them seam up perfectly. You won't notice it, that there's 2 layers under the title. So I'm starting with this. I did perfectly center the strip as well. I used my my mat. It's a ruled mat, so that makes it easier to find the center on things. So this is this lettering is way too big for a card for me. I usually make A2 cards, occasionally a 5x7, but it's too big even for a 5x7 card, I think. So I've also matted the photos with a thin black mat. And I just used the gutted inside of that black border. And here I'm going to cut 3 little graduates for each side. Now on the sketch they had decoration in the middle and the title on both outsides, and I'm just flipping the script on that. And so these little characters are tossing their mortar boards in the air. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to sprinkle the stars around. And then I'm going to realize I should probably tape down my photos. And this one, instead of it floating out in the middle, I'm going to put it down at the bottom. And I've got big stars and little stars, so I'm just playing with them to try and figure out what I want where. Just checking my magic mat for more bits and pieces. And I'm going about 1 inch from the top, and then 2 inches in from each side. And you can make that work change that up for whatever size photos you have and what looks good to your eye. And that may be different depending on what your title looks like or what your embellishments look like. I'm just keeping this one super simple, honestly. And just finishing this up. And this page came together really fast. I had pre-done the die cutting. That didn't take that long. And we're about ready to do some close-ups. Sorry, that noise, my dogs are up and just woke up from a nap, so they're making noise here. And just, I am gluing everything down. Those little bits are too tiny to try and put adhesive runner on them. So I'm just gluing these things down. I'm just sprinkling these around. I did think about adding more bling to this page, and I hem and haw over that for a little while, and I decide not to. I decide, you know what, it's good. If I had a large piece of gold paper, it might have looked good to double mat the whole page with gold, but I don't have gold. I don't have 12 by 12 gold mirror paper. But please give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to try and do as many of Christy's Beautiful Life sketches as I can get done in the next week before I head out on my adventure to Uganda. But I may not have videos every day while I'm gone, but hopefully a few scattered through there so that keep you interested. I'm going to do some of these and probably a few more cards too. So please come back to my space to craft. Thanks a lot, you guys.